Alright guys, we're here with the Battle Report, the Lotr SPG team. It's going to be a real treat. I've been working on my Gondor, working on building a more competitive list for 700 points, maybe a prospective Nova Open tournament list. So this would be a very interesting test for this. We are playing 700 points. And I will be versing across the table Isengard. Here's the battle, and we are playing Domination. We have the One Ring there, a injured elf there, another injured elf right over there. Across the way we have one of the Cimmerils, and we also have some of the Dwarven supplies. So those are the 5 objectives laid out.
First, let me go over my army real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead and go over yours.
Yeah, so I got a really fast-moving. I was going for, instead of the typical Isengard pike line, armored line with a shaman, I was going for more of a kind of before Helm's Deep kind of army. I was going for a fast-moving kind of light army. So I got 2 full warbands of scouts.
Yep, right there.
Yep. 4 of them have bows in this warband, 4 of them have bows in this warband. Upgraded to Marauders, Mahur's Marauders. I got 2 guys there, like 2 warbands worth of guys. All of them a shield, upgrade to Marauders. Ugluk and Mahur leading them. I got Vrasku, gotta take Vrasku when we play Isengard, leading 6 Warg Riders, all upgraded with shield. And then I got Thryden on a horse, and he's leading 12 Dunlin warriors with shields.
Alright, let me go over the Gondorian contingent. So, Damrod, leading a Banner Bearer, not quite done with the banner, and a Knight. Aragorn leading 6 Minister of the Warriors upgraded with shields, and 6 Fountain Guard upgraded with shields as well. Probably going to work on those guys and repaint them to fit in with the Minister of the Warriors. A Captain, he is upgraded with, let me grab my list real quick to see who he's upgraded with. Captain, he is upgraded with the a shield, just a shield. And then we have him leading an identical warband is Aragorn's. Lastly, we have Baragon leading 3 Citadel Guard. So that is my 700 point Gondor list. So we'll be back after deployment. Alright guys, so we're here with the deployment. And I would like to go over this game, this battle report. I would like to go over our deployments and our logic, if you don't mind. I think it'd help. So, I took my Captain's Warband, and I placed him here in this gap. I placed those 2 guys there. I wanted to be able to move cavalry-sized bases around in this shield wall area. I took Aragorn's Warband and deployed him here with Damrod's Warband beside him. And then I also deployed Baragon's Warband right there on that objective. Looks like Isengard took a similar approach. He deployed Thryden's Warband right here, which went Mahur right there, yep, with his 4 archer shots right there, his wargs right there on the flank, and Mahur's, Ugluk's Warband over there. So this is the deployment, and we'll be back after the first turn. Alright, so that was a good turn for, I would say, Gondor. Let's do a recap of the turn. So I moved. He won priority, and I moved to match his shield wall. I used a Aragorn's Recurring Might, did a heroic movement, and was able to match his shield wall with mine, and based all of his line of Dunlin warriors he had there. Then I sent the captain's half warband that was not affected over here to kind of combat those guys. In the shooting turn, those 4 guys took a lucky shot and killed that warrior that was in combat with him. In retaliation, Damrod shot at a warg and was able to wound the rider using his might. These 4 guys down back here, those 2 guys took a shot at the warg and I believe didn't do anything. And Baragon and that warrior with the bow shot and actually killed a guy over there. Citadel, sorry. So, that is the layout of that turn. Let's roll for priority real quick on camera.
5.
So, Isengard takes a 5 for priority. I do a 1. By the way, I want to show off my Gondor dice. I got these from Dice of War. He has a Facebook page. That one didn't turn out quite as good, but that's the white tree. He has a Facebook page, and you can get custom dice from him. So, that's where we have all of our custom dice from. But this is an overview of the battlefield, and we'll be back at the end of this turn. Alright, so that was another actually fairly good turn for the Gondorian forces.
I don't think I killed a single guy.
No, you did.
I killed one guy in shooting.
You killed one guy. So, here's what happened. Let me skip over to the shooting phase. Well, actually, I'm gonna go through the whole phase. I'm sorry. So he won priority again, and charged me. He charged Thryden in against Aragorn. Charged in guys, filled in some blanks. Took these guys here, moved them. Mahor used might to do a heroic movement. They moved around the house right there. We matched that shield wall. I took the captain's warband, charged 2 warwick riders that moved around. Yeah. Well, he charged me, but then I countercharged with them. Shooting phase, they shot and killed one of the Citadel guard that were over there. My shooting, they shot at them, didn't miss both shots, and that Citadel guard right there shot and took that guy off his warg. Combat, well, he couldn't dent the Gondorian armor. So, it was a good turn for Gondor. But, we'll be back with the at the end of this turn. Hey, we're back. We're going to roll for priority. Forgot to do that. Gondor takes it on a 6. Alright, so that was another fairly brutal turn for Isengard. The higher defense of the Gondor is definitely playing a role in this game. So, let's go over what happened. We pretty much moved him at this shield wall again. He moved those guys around, so it looks like they're going to be able to charge this turn. Aragorn charged Thryden. I moved all my guys over here. I charged that gent right there with Damrod and my captain. And then he countercharged his warg and some guys into the captain. Over here, he charged some guys around. He had line of sight on that Citadel guard right there and charged him. He was more like right here when he moved back an inch. I did kill a guy in shoot. I killed 2 guys in shooting actually. Well, I had 2 shots. So, and then he moved that guy right there towards that objective. So right now I'm definitely putting more of a whooping on Isengard, but I'm holding that objective. I think he might be contesting with that guy. I'm holding that objective and he's contesting it. He is holding one objective there, so actually, and he's probably holding that one right there. So I just think he's winning, but we'll be back with the priority roll. Alright, we're here for the priority roll. Joe rolled a 4 and I rolled a 3. So Isengard will be taking priority. Alright, so that was a little bit more a closer turn. So pretty much Ugluk called a heroic combat. They charged Damrod, killed him. And then the captain. And then they charged Damrod and killed him. And so that was awful. Over here, nothing much happened. I don't think anyone died, actually.
No.
Going through here, I think just Damrod and the captain died. Going up through here, it was pretty even. I mean, like I lost a guy, he lost a guy, but overall, I think I killed a little bit more that turn. So let's roll for priority. Priority roll. I roll a 1, and he rolls a 4. So we'll be back with the end of this turn. All right, so the game is over. Due to major fleeing. By the way, Vrasku, the leader of Isengard, fled this turn, along with almost everybody holding the Isengard objectives. The scout that was holding that objective fled. The scout that was holding that objective fled. and rescue fled over there. So here's what happened. We got to the end of the turn. I don't think really anybody major died or anything. Aragorn did do a heroic combat and moved right there.
Mahur did and botched it.
Yeah. So here's what happened is we were using the new rules for domination. So if you have somebody holding an objective like I do there, then you get 2 points. So I was at 2 points. If you have somebody contesting and you have more models than they do, then you get 1 point. So I have 2 Citadel Guard and Baragond, and he has 2 guys. So I took that objective and I got 1 point there. But he has more scouts than I do on that objective, so he got a point. So it became 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I broke him and he done break me, so it was a 5-1 score. Gondor victory. That's a very good game. It was good to see my Gondor work. You have to use a lot of, I guess, just strategy with them, and I try to use the terrain and really try to play a smarter game than I normally do with my Gondor. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. We also have some really good content on the channel right now, so please check that out. And we'll be back. We're going to be filming another battle report here this week, so you have that to look forward to. Thank you very much for your support, and support your Hobbit hobby.